welcome to Seen It, the show where we've seen it and we tell you if you should.
On today's episode, we're talking about Tron Ares. Good afternoon, Ash.
Hello, David.
Welcome back
Thank you.
to episode 2 of Seen It.
Yes.
I can't believe we made it this far.
I know, we've actually come again.
It made it out of the group chat.
I know.
It's very impressive.
Let's see how long this lasts.
Well, depends. We might cry and leave like halfway through this one.
If I keep hearing my mouth noises, I am going to cry and leave.
I guess to distract from that, what did we watch this week?
We watched Tron Ares.
Okay, so from just for a bit of clarity, you've not seen the first two.
No.
I watched the first two in preparation for this.
Yes.
So I don't have the nostalgia factor that I think some people do
Okay.
for these films because I don't even know how popular they are because I feel like in the cultural zeitgeist, I've been manipulated into thinking that the first Tron movie is this all-time classic.
Yeah.
I did not like it.
Okay, that's fair. I keep getting confused every time someone says Tron. I think of Terminator.
Why? Just because...
They have similar names, and that is enough.
No, they don't.
All
right.
They both begin with T. That is enough.
So does the Terminal, but you wouldn't think of that.
Yeah, but that's about
something else.
Something else.
Anyway, and Tropic Thunder, which is an amazing movie, which we
also
need to talk about. At
not
some
relevant to AI or.
Well, yeah, no, it's not. I was trying to think of some loophole. Anyway, so Tron 1 was not good, in my opinion. I was expecting more.
Okay.
The effects have aged really badly, and I know that it's made in 1982, and so you're meant to give it benefit of the doubt and whatnot. But Star Wars came out in 1977, and that looked better than this.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the original version, not the George Lucas edited Frankenstein versions from the early 2000s. So
the Star Wars conversation is something else to get into. I have no idea about Star Wars.
I think we'll be executed if we start talking about that for too long with the state of the fandom right now.
I don't think I want to put myself through watching all of those movies.
No, probably not. Anyway, so then Tron Legacy, I think a lot more people like. And I thought Tron Legacy was fine.
Okay, that's good.
I thought it was better than the first one for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the effects in the first one, we wouldn't have Pixar today without them. They were quite revolutionary for the time, but the film is just a mess, in my opinion. Second one, not quite as bad as a mess. I think it was entertaining enough, but I don't see myself ever watching it again.
That's fair enough.
So, and I put it off for a few days because I didn't like the first Tron movie. So what I did was I booked my screening for Ares and went, okay, I need to watch Legacy now. So I watched.
Did you watch it at your nan's like the plan was?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I ended up, I think I ended up like doing some dissertation prep instead.
While you were watching the film?
No, that when I was at my nan's.
Okay.
So that's my history with the first two Tron movies, which spans less than a week ago.
Yeah.
Was when I was first introduced to this world. And I remember thinking when Tron Legacy finished, why are Disney dead set every couple decades on bringing this back?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem like it was that financially successful, either one of them.
Okay.
They were moderately successful. I don't know if they warranted sequels. And Ares, regardless of what we think about it, has flopped real bad.
Yes.
They are never making another one after this.
Well, you say that, but they kind of set it up at the end for a sequel, don't they? I suppose that...
Spoilers ahead. Also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I think that they are probably just going to milk this for as long as physically possible.
I don't think there's much left to milk.
Do you not think?
No.
I think give it 20 years again, which is probably what happened with Legacy, that they'll go, oh, remember that was okay 20 years ago. Let's try and do that again, but better.
Yeah. Except, we're doing Tron Legacy again, but this time the color scheme is red and we've got Jared Leto.
Yay!
So, Ares, how do we feel?
Do you want to just explain what the film's about first?
Oh, yeah. It's really, okay. Two corporations want the permanence code, but so does Greta. There we go. 10 words. That's what it's about.
Thank you. My opinions on that film was it was okay.
Okay.
I was relatively entertained in the sense of I sat there and I watched it and I was like, this isn't so bad, I'm going to walk out the cinema.
You wouldn't have been able to anyway because you had to talk about it here.
Well, yeah, true.
Which
But if it was
painful.
like that painful, I would have just left and come here and been like, no, I can do it. Sorry. But it wasn't bad enough that I was dreading every second of it.
No.
But it wasn't good. But I, like a lot of society, have a big aversion to Jared Leto.
I have that aversion as well.
Yeah.
It started in 2016 when that awful Suicide Squad movie
I like
came
that
out.
movie.
No, that movie's dreadful. It's one of the worst.
Like it.
It's one of the worst things I've ever watched.
It's
I
so
hate
silly.
it. It's so bad. The James Gunn one is better.
I've not seen that.
Most of what James Gunn touches is better, to be honest. He just fixes everything he touches. Although the Peacemaker finale might not have been as great as I was hoping. But that's a different discussion. Yeah, Jared Leto kind of gives me the ick. And I hate that word, but for him it makes sense.
His face bothers me.
He doesn't look real, which I guess makes him perfect for this role.
Well, that's what I was going to say, that in this role, I think the fact that he is not a good actor bodes well for him.
He has been nominated for multiple Oscars, though. And I think he win for one of them?
I don't know, but if you watch Morbius, awful.
Oh, I watched that with like 6 people with alcohol in the room because we needed to get through it that way.
Even Matt Smith didn't save that.
That movie was god-awful.
Horrendous.
So
anyway, yeah, I think that because he is playing an AI bot who doesn't have many emotions, he does have some, which I will get into later. That confused me.
I had a couple thoughts on that.
I think that his emotionless face and the fact that he doesn't seem to blink very often, it works for this role.
Yeah,
as much as it can. But I am a big fan of Evan Peters, so I did kind of stick around for the sake of Evan Peters, who also, that character wasn't great either.
No, most of the characters were quite flat, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know the point of a movie like this isn't necessarily the character development, but you need some, or you're not going to give you're not going to care about them
I
at all.
do want to just talk about Gillian Anderson.
Now, just to say, I'm a big Gillian Anderson fan.
Me too.
I love that woman.
Yeah.
She's great in everything I've ever seen her in.
Not in this one.
She phoned this in, man. I didn't even know she was in it until her name came up on the credits. And I was like, oh, Gillian Anderson, okay. And then I watched her and I was like, oh, she's not. she's really phoning this in.
She gives nothing to that performance.
She's giving nothing.
She literally, every line she says is a cliche that 100% has been used in 100 different movies. Yeah. And then
I also feel like if she was that bothered, she'd have stopped her son way earlier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't do anything, and then she fucking dies. And why are you laughing at me?
Doesn't matter. Go on.
Yeah, she dies, and she gives one final, really unhelpful goodbye line. I can't even remember what she says. It was that.
I think she said, "You did this," or something like that.
Thanks, Gillian.
It's just like
that's so good.
Glad that line was there.
Yeah.
Wow, what poor writing.
I know, and that was what meant to stop Evan Peters' character, and then he doesn't stop, and then he just ends up.
His mum's death, is a mild inconvenience.
Literally, he has a moment of then he literally throws her to the side, and it's like, hang on, mate,
all right,
get out of this.
All right, I gotta figure out how to continue my dastardly plan.
Yeah,
which is. I don't really know what his plan was. Was it to make billions and billions of dollars off of selling AI soldiers to the US military? I think that's what he wanted to do, but he didn't crack the permanence code. So the fact that I know the whole point was it's a race against time, because if I don't if I don't find the permanence code, then these soldiers are going to fail, and then the military are going to realize I screwed them. Why would you just not wait until you have got it? So that you can guarantee your billions and billions of dollars.
So. Instead of just lying to the military and going, I've got these really cool soldiers. Yeah,
the guys
use for 29 minutes.
The guys who used to play as in Disney Infinity 2. Cool.
I didn't even know this movie was a Disney film.
Did you not?
No, going into it, I had no idea.
Were you surprised when you saw the Disney logo? Well,
I really thought it was Paramount.
I think because of the style and the look of this franchise, Disney has tried to capitalize off of that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work because the movies aren't that great. And if you look at the Rotten Tomatoes scores of all of them,
Yeah.
The first one, which I hate,
Yeah.
is got 60%,
That's still solid.
which is the highest.
Yeah.
Because the other two are like 57, 51, something like that.
Well,
Which
good on Tron.
isn't awful, but it's still, you know, I don't know if a legacy sequel to a movie that was just okay
Yeah.
is worth it.
No.
I don't think we need that.
No, I don't think so. But you've got to think that the first Tron was obviously an adaptation of the game, which was big back then. So maybe it was a nostalgia thing at the time of like people who played the game. But now...
I didn't actually know that.
Did you not?
No.
Yeah, no, it's based on the game.
Fun.
Which they show in Ares in the bit where they go back to the 80s.
Yeah, they went back to the first iteration of the grid, as it were, which we've talked a lot of negatives so far, but what I do like about this film is the visuals.
Yes.
I think they look beautiful.
I agree.
But so when I realized we were leaving that behind to go to the version of Tron that I don't like, I was like, I know they're trying to nostalgia bait me, but I first experienced this movie 5 days ago, so it ain't gonna work on me.
Did you like it though? Because I thought it was cool having not watched the first Tron film.
I mean, there's a part of me that isn't very cynical. Made me kind of liked it. I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. But I was more distracted because my own feelings about that first Tron movie I don't like it.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So I felt quite disappointed.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh, we're leaving behind the cool visuals for this. Because there isn't much substance to these movies other than that. And I will say, this is this surprised me quite a lot. This is my favorite Tron movie of the three.
Okay.
Of the trilogy, I think Ares is the best one.
I don't think that would be hard though.
Yeah, based on how I felt about the first one and the second one, really. There was a good like half an hour chunk in the middle of this film where I was really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think once the action kind of kicked in a little bit.
The action sequence is really cool.
Yeah, the motorcycle chase with the light cycles and Greta Lee, who I love in the studio, by the way. You should definitely watch that on
I
Apple
don't think
TV.
that she was particularly good in this, though. I don't think any of the characters had
I
any
don't think
depth.
anyone. I don't think anyone had depth, and I also don't think anyone tried that hard.
That's probably true.
I think they were like, Disney paycheck, cool, let's go. And honestly, who can blame them?
No, fair enough.
Greta Lee was probably the most likable, in my opinion. In my opinion, I'd say she was.
Okay, I think, I liked her little sidekick.
No, I think, so I watched the Graham Norton show last week.
Okay.
And Greta and Jodie Turner-Smith were on it.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I'm watching this for Seen It next week. And they're not really selling it to me.
Do they not sell it at all?
Because they showed a clip, and it was the clip where Athena, Jodie's character, breaks into NCON.
Yeah.
And like, you know, she like tries to catch Greta Lee, who's currently like under a table.
Yeah.
And the clip is just of Athena aura farming instead of any of the cool stuff. It's like,
wow,
and
marketing at its finest.
that made me go, I know, I'm not going to enjoy this, am I? But I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, though.
Yeah.
So I think I liked it more than you.
I didn't dislike. I've got a real problem with Greta Lee's character and Jodie Turner-Smith together in this film, actually, because the first time we see them together is the motorbike scene,
which is so good.
But
it can be a little bit. It is a bit ridiculous how she's just running up the spiral.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And the footstep sound effects were so repetitive, and then for the rest of the film, I could just hear the footstep sound effects.
I didn't have that.
Did you not? That was all I could hear.
I did have a moment where she's trying to start the light cycle, and I was thinking, because Jodie's running up the car park.
It looked ridiculous.
I thought, are they trying to play this seriously? Because this is hilarious. This is really funny. So I'm not really sure I'm buying that 100%.
Yeah.
But I also, it took way too long for her to get there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I feel like the light cycle should be, I feel like she should have, if she's either figured this out earlier or she's dead.
Yeah.
At this point, Greta should be dead now.
It is.
What was her motivation again? I kind of forgot. And I watched it yesterday. So that's
Whose?
Greta.
Her sister was dead. So she wanted to... I worded that weird.
her sister died,
Her
and she
sister
wanted to
died.
finish her sister's work.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have seen that in 1 or 2 movies before.
There's always one who suffers from dead sibling syndrome.
That's very true. Or dead
Always.
parent syndrome.
Yeah, there's
Dead parent
always
syndrome.
one.
Dead family member syndrome.
But as soon as like she got to her little like camp basically at the beginning of the film, and it was like the picture of the two of them, I was like, for fuck's sake. Every time. My other
I was waiting for a flashback of the happy times on a handheld video, and then that actually happened. And I was like, I was creasing. It's like, I can't deal with this.
It's the most cliche film I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
My other issue with the two characters together is in the last fight scene where Eve Kim, Gerta Lee's character,
That's her name. Yeah, that's right.
is trying to buy time, and she's like, "I've got this," and runs. And Athena is in this massive spaceship.
She's in the not the glider.
It's
The big bridge thing
yeah.
that I used to fly in Disney Infinity to kill my best friend.
That one.
I'm gonna make a lot of references to Disney Infinity because that was my first and really until this week only impression of the Tron franchise.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But then Eve is just running, and I'm like, why do you think that's gonna work?
Yeah.
Why are you running at your measly human pace away from this spaceship?
It's so stupid. Yeah, that final act was a bit dumb. I was like, I know you have to suspend a lot of disbelief for movies like this, but come on.
No, it was
Greta should be
ridiculous.
dead at this point.
Yeah.
With all of the artillery and everything, that massive printed spaceship. Also, did that all happen in 29 minutes?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Why 29 minutes?
It's very convenient that NCOM is so close to Dillinger.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Close enough that they can drive there if they nick someone's car. That was a weird scene. But that was actually my favorite part of the movie.
Okay.
That was the chunk where I was like, I'm really into this.
Yeah.
And that goes on to, and that's aided by something that I think elevated this movie for me, and that's the soundtrack.
I was going to talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack was so good. I spent the whole film dancing.
I spent the whole film just like bobbing my head, tapping my foot.
Fucking headbanging. I was like, proper
so
like,
good.
Yeah.
I was like, that's easily the best thing about this movie. Okay. And I knew it would be about a year ago when 9 Inch Nails were announced at D23 last year. Although that was greatly overshadowed by a couple other things they announced at that convention. But
I don't really listen to 9 Inch Nails. But that
neither do I.
That was so
I don't
good.
listen to electronic music.
No, me neither.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Daft Punk I think did the soundtrack for Legacy, and I liked that.
Yeah.
And then Tron 1 had barely any soundtrack, which probably goes to show why it was one of my least favorite.
Yeah.
But this one, something about being in a cinema. I was on my own as well. That's something I didn't mention yet. But my actual cinema experience was great with this movie. And I feel like that might have aided my opinion a bit because I spent 2 hours in a cinema by myself. And I don't just mean I went on my own. I mean, there was no one else in the auditorium. I was there by myself, just in the middle of the movie. I was like, I can exercise free will here.
You could have got up and run around if you wanted.
I did at the start.
Did you?
Yeah. I was like, what if I just ran around and felt the freedom of this space? But about halfway through, I was just like, fucking hate Jared Leto. And I just said that out loud.
Oh,
I just said
the cinema staff are going to be like listening to that. They would have been stood in the corner listening to you.
No, they don't. At my cinema, they only come in at the end.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't just stand there.
Yeah. Well, what about the person in the projector bit?
He probably would have heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably would have
I
heard.
bet he was having a great time.
Yeah, just watching me so low, just banging my head to 9 Inch Nails. Yes, which was great. The whole motorcycle chase and the car chase, particularly where Jared Leto and Greta Lee are running away, driving away, I should say. That was magnificent. Yeah, I loved that. I was like, I'm really into this. This movie actually has surprised me at how good it is. And then the third act happened, and I was like, this is a bit ridiculous. So
I preferred all the bits that were in the grid to the bits on Earth.
Like, I don't think I have a preference.
You know the bit where Eve gets like transported to the grid, and there's like a fight scene that happens in the grid.
Yeah, she's not there for very long.
No, but that fight scene was was my favourite bit personally.
That's fair.
Because I like the use of the highlight and the fact that could like
Yeah,
bounce
that's
off
good.
it and
That's
stuff.
good. That's good.
That was really cool.
That's good. Jeff Bridges is in this movie.
Yes.
He's in the first two as well.
Good for him.
And I don't know why they want me to be extremely pleased and happy when I see Jeff Bridges, because he's not got that much of a character in the first two either.
Okay. Does he not? I could have sworn he was
No, he's the main guy.
Oh,
I just
right.
mean that he's not.
He doesn't give.
He doesn't have a character.
Right.
He's just a person.
Does that bit in that film make any sense to you? Because to me, he talked a load of rubbish.
I've
and
seen
then
Tron
like,
Legacy, and what happens at the end of that movie is him and his weird CGI clone like merge and maybe die. I don't know.
Okay.
These movies are quite confusing.
Okay.
The first one makes no sense. Second one makes a bit more sense, and this one makes about as much sense as the second one.
Fair enough. I've got a further question for you.
Go on.
Who is Sam Flynn?
Sam Flynn
Because
is
the whole movie-
Kevin Flynn's son,
Okay.
and he is the protagonist in Legacy.
What happens to him?
He gets out the grid. He goes in the second one. He goes in the grid to try and like rescue his father.
Yeah.
And then he gets out without his father. So the
Okay.
movie is a bit pointless.
Good.
Except he does like win some kind of like legal case against the Dillingers,
Okay.
whatever, because that's a rivalry that's been going on for this whole trilogy.
Is
Which-
Gillian Anderson in the
No.
second one? Oh, what a waste of time then.
So true. But Olivia Wilde is, who's also great in the studio. You really need to watch that show. It's really funny.
Okay.
And it swept at the Emmys for good reason.
Does Sam Flynn die?
No, he gets out of the grid and...
Where is he in Aries then?
Yeah, I don't know. The
Because-
last shot of the movie
Yeah.
of Legacy is Sam Flynn showing on his motorbike with Olivia Wilde on his back, who's a program
Wow.
that made it out, because that's convenient.
Yeah.
And he's like showing her the sunrise.
Okay.
So they
Good for
they
him.
literally ride off into the sunrise together,
Lovely.
and that's the last we saw of Sam Flynn.
Oh, because I spent the whole film thinking that I'd made the name up because
No.
obviously the whole thing was like, where is Kevin Flynn?
Yeah, well, he went missing in the second movie. He goes
Yeah.
missing at the start of the second movie, and then that's the whole thing of, oh, we found him.
Okay.
But he doesn't get out anyway. And how he ended
then
up in
why are
how
they
he ended
still
up in the
looking for
original
him?
grid, I don't really know, because I don't think that was explained very well
Okay.
in Tron Ares. I don't know if there are any diehard Tron fans listening, or any diehard Tron fans at all, actually. But if there are, please let me know. Because
Can you explain what happens to Sam Flynn and why he just has disappeared, please?
yeah, but then I also have to consider that I don't really care about this. About
I do.
About
I just
this
want to.
storyline.
I want to know the whole story because I feel like I've missed out.
Well, you didn't watch the first two. For
Well,
one.
no, but even like the bits that I'm confused about, you can't explain to me. So I need someone else to explain
Yeah.
it to me.
Yeah. I
I
might
really-
have.
yeah.
I might have dissociated
No,
during,
that's fair
during
enough.
the end of Legacy, because I was kind of ready for it to be over.
Okay.
To be completely honest, so I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like a lot of people like that movie, and good for them if they do. I'm honestly happy for you.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this franchise that I just feel like it's trying to be something that it isn't.
It's so empty as well.
That's the way. That's perfect. That's a perfect way
Yeah.
to describe it. I feel that this franchise is a little empty,
Yeah.
and I don't think there is much substance there. With the inclusion of the whole AI plot and whatnot, you could kind of go, "Oh, this is relevant today," because of course it is. But it didn't feel.
No, because it isn't AI in the way that we know AI in real life, really.
No.
Talking of AI and Jared Leto, why?
What?
What?
I don't know what I meant to infer from that, but okay.
He obviously comes out. He is Master Control, right? He is Master Control
Yeah,
of
this
the grid.
this entity
Yes.
is super powerful. But actually, that's a nitpick I've got. In fact, I don't even know if this is a nitpick. This is bigger than a nitpick. This is a full-on complaint. And I think you have it too, based on what you said earlier.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Why does he feel?
So he doesn't feel, right? I
Well-
figure he doesn't. But because
But he clearly does.
yeah, but him and Athena, who both presumably aren't meant to feel anything,
Yeah.
they both scream in agony every time they disintegrate.
Yeah,
And
I didn't pick
but
up
I'm
on
like,
that
and I'm
actually.
like, why don't? But I thought you were programs that couldn't feel anything.
Yeah.
So why are you screaming in pain? Did I
Mhm.
miss something? I feel like I
don't
must
know.
have.
And the fact that they're so obsessed with rain.
That's quite interesting.
I find it interesting, but also it doesn't. I don't think it makes sense.
But in the grid, they're not going to be aware of rain because if it rains on them,
but they're like, oh, wow, this is so magical.
Well, it is to them. That I don't have.
Yeah, but feeling.
Yeah, feeling is a bit weird. Yeah, because I think doesn't Athena describe it as an unknown sensation?
Yeah.
But then they don't feel. But then Ares wants to, so he gets the permanence code. So when Ares has the permanence code, does he like become human?
Yes, and I've got a real problem with that.
He becomes full on.
Yeah, because he bleeds at the end.
He does bleed because his head, like blood comes out of his head.
I've got a real problem with that, like proper problem with that. Because why is the permanence code not just that it makes them permanent?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. And
they can go in between the two worlds, not that he becomes human.
So now that he is human, does that take away the point of what Evan Peters was trying to do, which is sell an expendable soldier to the military? That's a bit pointless, isn't it?
I know. And now does that mean that he can't get back to the grid? So obviously Dillinger is now in the grid.
He can get back to the
How?
grid.
Because he's human.
Well, Greta Lee's human and she got into the grid.
Yeah, but because they
lasered her.
Yeah. So it's the only way to
laser him. That's what I thought you meant. To be fair.
No, but shouldn't he be able to just basically decide where he wants to be? Because he is an AI.
That's true. But he's human now.
I don't like it.
This movie's really weird. Just this movie's really weird. Just roll with it.
And I don't want to roll with it. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, neither do I. This movie's like, I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of film where if you enjoy it for a couple hours, and then you leave and forget that you saw it.
And as soon as you start thinking about it,
as soon as I start thinking about it, it falls apart.
Bad. Yeah.
Even though it is enjoyable.
Yeah,
which I'm surprised. Although we've been complaining about it for half an hour, it is. I found it entertaining at least, which I was not expecting to because I wasn't that big on the first two.
Fair enough.
And again, maybe that has something to do with watching it on my laptop versus watching it in a cinema.
Probably,
I understand
actually.
that.
Yeah.
I understand that. And also when I was in the cinema, the cherry ice blast machine stopped working, so they gave me a free upgrade to a large because I ordered a medium. But the fact that I had a large next to me put me in a good mood. So that's probably why probably another reason why this happened to be my favorite of the trilogy.
Just circumstance.
Yeah.
Fair enough. My cinema experience was quite average. There was about 7 of us. I was with my boyfriend. That was it.
Oh, cool. Fun anecdote.
I went to the shop to get snacks because I'm broke.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a large popcorn and it was gone halfway through the movie.
I eat mine in the trailers.
No, I don't let myself do that.
Not?
No, I don't let myself do that.
I don't tend to actually eat while the film's on. I just eat while the trailers are on.
Nah, that negates the point of getting it for me.
There's notable in the trailers either for this film.
You know this movie's quite average when we're talking more about the trailers. Back to the actual film. There's a post-credit scene.
There is. What a waste of time.
I don't know what it's meant to imply. Just that Evan Peters is coming back as the one-dimensional villain in a sequel that's definitely not going to happen now. Now that this movie's flopped on its ass so bad.
I can imagine that if they do a sequel, both the actors are going to be too old and they don't want to come back. 2, it's just going to be this film again, but...
Is Ares immortal?
No, he's human now.
So he will age?
I'd say so.
And he will, I don't know. That's a concern, actually. So we know Jared Leto is a method actor. I mean, the thought of an immortal Jared Leto is wild.
I don't need that in my
life. But what did he do to prepare for this? What can you do? Did he just electrocute himself a bunch? I don't know.
Maybe he only solely talked to ChatGPT for 2 years leading up to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for him.
Oh, bless him.
Jeez. So, yeah, in conclusion, for me...
Watch it, but don't enjoy it.
It was entertaining. I enjoyed it, but if you think about it for any longer than 2 seconds, it'll fall apart in your brain.
Yeah, unless you really turn off when you're watching a film, and then you might just walk away and go, "Oh, this is wonderful," which is what my boyfriend did.
Like the people that saw the Emoji Movie and went, "I thought it was really good." No, that movie's ass. Anyway, so yeah, this Tron Ares, it was all right.
It was alright. Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah.
I would even go as far to say as I liked it,
Okay.
but I don't think I'm in any rush to revisit.
No, I genuinely think go and watch it just for the soundtrack.
Absolutely, that's
That's enough.
standout. The second act is quite good,
Yeah.
and the soundtrack lifts the movie up so much.
It's very loud though, so be prepared to.
If you have sensory issues, don't.
Also, if you've got epilepsy, really don't go and watch that because
Oh,
there's a
God,
bit
yeah,
in the
so
middle of the
true.
film where it's like just white flashing lights,
Yeah.
and I was not prepared for that.
Yeah.
So if you're epileptic, don't do that. to
But if
yourself.
you like Nine Inch Nails, then maybe it's worth the risk. So, don't know. It's up to you.
We wish you good luck.
Okay. And that's Tron Ares.
And that is Tron Ares. Right.
What should we move on to now then?
Game.
Game.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What we got?
I've prepared very heavily for this, but I don't have a good name for it. So it's basically we're just playing a game of guess the plot.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
found some films. There's 4 films.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you the release year, the
Okay.
director. I'm going to give you key cast if there's a cast member that I know that you'll know.
Okay.
And the Rotten Tomatoes scores, both critics and audience.
Right.
And you need to guess the plot of the film. I'm pretty sure you won't have watched any of these.
That was my question I was going to ask.
I
was,
found very niche ones.
Do I even have a chance at this?
I think
Okay.
that you could probably try and guess based on the title, but I have been quite mean, so
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, this first one you might have seen, but I've definitely not watched it. So the first one is Licorice Pizza.
Okay.
It was released in 2021.
Yeah.
It was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yes, I saw his most recent
Yeah.
One Battle After Another.
Was that him?
Yeah.
Good for him.
The movie was great.
The only actor in this film that I know is Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
And the Rotten Tomatoes scores, which are actually quite the same across all of the films, the critics score was 90%, the audience score was 65.
Oh, okay.
And I need you to guess the plot of the film.
Having not seen Licorice Pizza, it's either an obscure coming of age story,
Okay.
or is it like a film about a burger van or something? Well, a pizza van, some kind of quirky
I
entrepreneur.
want you to give me the arc. I want you to sell it to me.
I have no idea.
If you were making a film called Licorice Pizza, what would it be about?
It would be about a really bored pizza truck owner
Okay.
who wants to experiment with new flavors.
Yeah.
So she adds a bunch of toppings, but the one she really believes in that no one else does is licorice pizza, which sounds disgusting.
It does sound disgusting.
So
It's like that advert. What's the advert at the minute with the woman with her little food truck, and she's trying to sell something with pickles on it?
I don't know. I mute every advert that comes up, so I don't watch them.
That reminds me of that.
Oh well, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, what's the plot?
I can confirm it is actually a very abstract coming of age story.
Yes.
So
okay.
the overview on Google is in the San Fernando Valley, Alana and Gary's connection deepens as they chase dreams, tackle unpredictable encounters, and experience the highs and lows of young love.
Obscurely titled coming of age story it is.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Next one.
The next one is called Eraserhead.
Eraserhead.
It was released in 1977.
That's the name of a Batman villain.
Is it?
Eraserhead. I think so.
Yeah, released in 1977, directed by David Lynch.
Okay.
God rest his soul.
Okay.
There is no one in this film that I know, so I'm not giving you any cast members.
Okay.
And the Rotten Tomatoes score is critics 87, audience 82.
Okay. So people tend to agree on this.
Yeah.
Eraserhead. God, this is where I show my age. The fact that I don't know this. I feel like I really should. It's either sci-fi or horror. I'm gonna say it's horror. It's a horror movie about a guy who looks real weird, kind of like Elephant Man, and so
It's the same director as Elephant Man.
yeah, that's true. And I don't think I can give you more than that.
No.
He looks weird. and so everyone's frightened of him, and
Okay.
maybe society has turned him against
Right.
everyone. I don't know.
Okay.
What's it about?
But what makes that horror?
Because
Because he looks funny.
that sounds really bad. Just tell me what it's about, please, so we can move on.
So the plot of the film is Henry, who is trying to survive the gloomy industrial landscape, discovers that he has become a father. His baby turns out to be a mutant lizard-like creature whose endless wailing drives him insane.
Okay.
So the relevance of the title, because I did some research on this, is that in the middle of the film, he has these visions because he's like gone insane by his weirdo baby. And in one of his visions, he imagines that his head pops off, like off of his body.
Right.
And this other guy picks up his head and takes it to a pencil factory to turn his head into erasers, which is why the movie is called Eraserhead.
Right. I mean, I assume it's great because David Lynch.
It is a horror movie.
Yay! I'm kind of right, but also not at all, other than the genre.
But I also read on Wikipedia that in the middle of the film, the baby is kind of coddled the whole film in like wrapping, and then they let him out, and he doesn't have any skin, and all of his organs kind of just ooze out of the wrapping.
Right. Next one. Next one.
Next one is Captain Fantastic, which I have watched.
Oh, I nearly watched this once.
Do you know it?
I do know it.
Okay.
I just don't know what it's about.
It was released in 2016.
Okay, sorry, keep going.
Just a fun fact that I nearly did film A-level, and it was on the syllabus for film A-level. Directed by Matt Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Key cast is it's got George McKay from 1917 in it.
Love that guy.
And the Rotten Tomatoes score is critics 82%, audience 85%.
Okay. I think
What's it
about? Well, it's not an actual superhero. It's either about, was it about a kind of Wonder Man type story where it's a guy on a movie set trying to, I don't know, just like who's playing a guy called Captain Fantastic?
Absolutely not.
Crap. I'm thinking of Birdman, which is a great film. So I guess if it's not about that, is it like local hero type thing?
No.
Oh. I give up. What is it?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, just tell me what it is.
So the plot is Ben and Leslie raise their children in the wilderness as they're disillusioned to the American life. But Leslie's death impels Ben to question his idea of parenting when forced to enter the world to scatter Leslie's ashes. So what the film is about is basically this couple raises the kids completely in the wild. They live in basically like a wooden fort, like treehouse thing. And when the mother dies, she wants her ashes to be scattered in a certain place. So they have to try and basically align themselves with normal everyday life. And they face the challenges, like the kids face the challenges of like being teenagers, but being so out of it. And then the dad goes through this whole arc of maybe this wasn't the right way to raise my kids. And it's a really funny film.
I should watch it.
It's a really good film, actually. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think that I would like it. There's a bit at the beginning where they shoot a deer and you watch that bleed out.
I don't want to see that.
No.
But I assume because I don't want to see it, that's why I should watch it.
Yeah.
Because that's the point.
It is funny.
What? Oh, the movie as a whole.
The movie as a whole, not the
Okay,
bit
thank
with the
God.
deer.
Okay. Right, all right, okay. Okay.
Final film. They shoot horses, don't they?
What?
They shoot horses, don't they?
Do I get any more stats?
It was released in 1969.
Okay.
Directed by Sidney Pollack, who I've never heard of before.
Heard of Jackson Pollock?
Don't think they're related.
No.
Rotten Tomatoes score, critics 82, audience 89.
Right. I'm going to guess that's code for they kill people, and I'm going to assume it's a gangster type movie.
Okay.
Is it? I mean, I wouldn't know anything other than that.
Yeah.
I don't think the title gives me much. But they kill horses, don't they? Or it's like a child realizing what his father farmer does for a living. I don't know. But I would assume it's like, based on the title alone, gangsters and like, you know, gangsters and mafia people.
Okay. I think that's a good guess.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
So
What is this?
The plot is an An unsuccessful actress, a middle-aged sailor, an idiosyncratic blonde, and a pregnant girl participate in a grueling dance marathon amidst the Great Depression. But the MC Rocky is a word that I don't know how to pronounce, but basically means he's cunning. I think that he kills them.
Right. So my guess was based on I Heard You Paint Houses, which is the book that The Irishman is based on, which is a gangster film.
Yeah.
And the line I Heard You Paint Houses is code for I heard you kill people.
Right.
So that's why I guessed that.
That would make sense.
Fantastic movie, The Irishman, by the way. It's way too long, but that's fine.
Dance competition.
Yeah. What?
It's about a dance competition.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very strange. Mm-hmm. And that is my 4 films. So listeners, if you're interested in any of those films, I don't think they're on streaming platforms.
Probably not. I don't know why you said that. Anyway.
But look into it. Some of them sound quite interesting.
News time. Right. So I've got a couple of items. I'm not sure how many we're going to get through because the first one is quite big.
Okay.
Warner Bros.
Yeah.
Are selling.
What, they're selling?
Themselves. Not like that, but they are...
Sexually.
No. So Warner
Bugs
Brothers...
Bunny. Is that
Stop talking. I'm sorry for her behavior. Right. So Warner Brothers is selling.
Okay.
So Paramount have put a bid in to buy them.
Okay.
Now the bid they've put in is 20 pence, not 20 pence. 20 quid a share.
I'd take that.
$20 a share, right?
Okay.
At the moment, I think a share is like $13, $14.
Okay.
That puts it at about $49 to $50 billion
Fuck
bid.
You know?
49 to $50 billion bid for Warner. That would mean they would get all their assets and swallow up a large portion of the film industry. Warner Bros. Have declined that offer.
Why?
So my theory on this, or at least what I've seen people talk about, is because they want to start a bidding war.
Okay.
They think that Paramount is willing to pay more than $50 billion. If we take the Disney Fox merger, what happened there was Disney put in a certain bid and Fox rejected it.
Yeah.
Comcast then put a bid in.
Okay.
That's who owns Universal.
Right, okay.
And they bid more.
Yeah.
And they basically, Disney wanted it so much that they just had to keep outbidding Comcast.
Okay.
Keep raising their prices. Yeah. They paid about $20 billion more than their initial offer. That's what I think they're trying to do here. Okay. I think Warner is trying to get more money for their shareholders.
Is anyone else interested? Do you know?
So that's why I think that they've released this story is because they're going to, it's because they want to attract other buyers. Mm-hmm. So some likely options I've heard. I think the name Amazon was mentioned. I don't think that's going to happen because they just bought MGM.
Yeah.
Disney would be insane. Imagine that. But I think they own too much of the market already. I don't think it's legal for them to own.
No, I don't think it would be legal. There's laws,
Yeah. But the worst case scenario, and I think the best case scenario is they don't sell it all and they stay independent, in my opinion, because I'd rather that there's more competition because that means quality.
I agree with that.
But sadly, that they'll end up selling anyway. But the worst case scenario is Netflix.
Yeah,
I really don't want Netflix to buy them.
No, I don't think that.
If Netflix buy them, that's the death of cinema.
Do you think?
Well, it's certainly a massive setback.
Yeah, no, that's true because they probably are the biggest
it's not
distributor for cinema.
They're such and Netflix are so anti cinemas for whatever reason. They released Knives Out in cinemas for 2 days, and when it didn't make loads of money, they were like, "See, told you it doesn't work for us. Theaters don't work for us." It does. Just release them for longer, guys.
Yeah, because some people just can't make it.
Exactly.
It's like Life of Chuck only came out for like a week and a half.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I never got to see that.
Neither did I, and I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
I'll watch it at some point, but it'll be on streaming, which is what they want. God damn it. Essentially, Warner Bros. Declining this offer, I don't think means they're not going to sell. Because David Zaslav has made it quite clear that he wants to sell. Yeah. That's the current owner of Warner, by the way.
I just gather.
So I think that they'll end up selling, and it will probably be to Paramount once Paramount have driven their price up.
But then,
Because they will offer again.
are they just going to put all the Warner films on Paramount Plus?
Well, with Warner, they get HBO. What I imagine would happen is they would merge like HBO and Paramount Plus. The same way Disney and Hulu have now merged.
Yes.
Disney Plus and Hulu, they're now, one platform.
Yeah.
So
I found it weird that they were separate to begin with.
Yeah.
Wasn't everything on both anyway?
Some differences.
Okay.
But that's the gist of it.
Okay. I don't think that they should sell. I like Warner as a company.
Mm-hmm. But if Paramount put in a bid that's so large that they can't say no,
Yeah.
if Warner did say no to that, then David Zaslav and whoever says no to it could genuinely be in legal trouble for depriving their investors of that much profit.
What's going to happen to like the studios and stuff? They're still just going to stay as they are?
That depends on who buys them and what they want.
I don't like that. What if Harry Potter gets shut down?
What if James Gunn gets shut down?
Oh no.
I really don't want that.
No.
That's my biggest fear. But I'm not too worried about that because part of the reason that makes buying Warner Bros. Attractive is what James Gunn has done to DC. Done for DC, I should say. Because, Superman made profit and has healed the brand image.
Yeah.
Not all the way, but it's started the healing process.
Yeah.
And Peacemaker was received well for the most part till the finale, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, but that's streaming though. I think that if we're in a sense of we're trying to save cinema, that I don't know.
But if Netflix buys them, then
fucked,
they become a streaming only company.
Yeah, no, I don't want
because Netflix don't believe in cinemas because they're stupid.
Yeah,
so that's why I don't want anyone to buy them. But if someone has to, then Paramount it is.
Yeah,
I would gladly take Paramount over Netflix.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that.
So, yeah,
Netflix don't understand how to make films very well.
They do great TV.
Yeah, but they're not very good at films.
Tall girl. Anyway, right. So, speaking of the health of cinemas,
a
few days ago, like I think like the day after we recorded the first episode of this, Minecraft 2.
Yeah, that's been announced.
Minecraft 2 has been announced, July 2027.
Yay!
I am so excited.
I am not
now,
at all.
No one saw Minecraft 1 and went, this movie's amazing. I don't think the movie's good, but it's so peak, if you know what I mean. The experience I had in the cinema with a Minecraft movie with my two best friends in the whole wide world, that was the most fun I've ever had in a cinema.
I don't think they're going to be able to replicate that. I don't think it's going to be the same the second time around.
That's my question to you, is can it be as big?
No.
I think it'll still be big though, because it's Minecraft.
I think it will be big because
it made nearly $1 billion.
That's crazy.
For the Minecraft movie. And I love Minecraft. I've played Minecraft basically my whole life. So I was there day one, ready for that movie. I was shouting chicken jockey at the screen. I was cheering with everyone when a kid nearly fell to his death, because there was that point in that there was a point in the movie where my crowd was so crazy that we just cheered anytime something minimal happened. It doesn't matter if it was good, bad, little, big, whatever. Yeah. Like there is literally a moment where a kid is falling to his death, and my whole cinema went, yeah.
I don't remember how the reception was in my cinema when I went to see it.
You didn't see it with cool enough people. That's what
Clearly
happened.
Not. It was in Wolverhampton, so
exactly.
that explains that.
But no, I loved the first one, even though it was trash. Like it wasn't good, but my God, it made me feel so good. It was such a lovely experience.
Yeah, I think because it's probably one of the first films that have been so targeted at a younger audience getting into cinema, which is probably one of the reasons why it did so well.
Yeah, so...
And then it still also had the older generation with the fact that Jack Black was the main character.
Yeah, and I love Jack Black.
I love Jack Black. But it's going to be successful.
It'll be successful. I'm very glad it's going to be successful because cinemas need it, especially with the year they've just had. And I know that the capitalism and box office money side isn't necessarily the most interesting for a lot of people. It is to me, but it is the reality that movies making money is important. Yeah. Because that means we continue to get them. So I think that if Minecraft 2, even if it's no better than the first one, as long as it draws in an audience,
Yeah, and it makes money.
that opens the way for other
Yeah.
properties.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is a good thing for everyone except
Me sitting in the cinema
you and-
dealing with the children screaming.
you
and
and I was actually going to say cinema employees who are going to have to deal with
the popcorn all over the floor.
I was actually more going to say the idiots who threw popcorn at the screen when Chicken Jockey came on, and just like someone set off a firework in a cinema, and that was
It was
like, that's not fun anymore, that's just danger.
Yeah.
So, I think the Minecraft thing was a hilarious phenomenon. I loved taking part in it, but just be sensible, guys.
I just don't know if they're going to be able to recreate the cultural moment that was. Like, they're going to try and top it, and I think that it's either going to fall flat or they're going to get to the point where it is so dangerous.
I think they absolutely can recreate that momentum.
Do you think?
Because Minecraft isn't something that comes and goes. It's not a trend. It's been here. It's been here since like 2009 when it was Cave Game, and it's been popular for about 10 or 11 years at this point. So I think that as long as the game stays relevant, which it should do, because it doesn't have a story, so it doesn't necessarily end. It's all open to the imagination, and the film can still be successful, just as the first one was. And as long as Jack Black comes back.
Yeah.
Because I love Jack Black.
I also think that they need like some more big casting to draw in the people who are actually like not going for Minecraft, going for cinema.
Please, I need Herobrine in the sequel. That would be so fun.
He used to haunt my dreams.
Really?
He did.
That's funny. So that's Minecraft 2. Right, so on the topic of big IP, and since we have talked about Disney, they are doing, guess what, another live action remake. And this time they're remaking my favorite Disney movie, which is Tangled.
Yes, the talk about this has been going on for so long, though, that I don't think that there is a single actress in this world who would do Rapunzel justice.
Florence Pugh. There we go.
No, she's too old.
She is now, I guess.
Yeah. I do
5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I do like the fact that Scarlett Johansson is stepping in as Mother Gothel.
That's what I was going to bring up. She's in talks to play Mother Gothel.
Yeah.
So Scarlett Johansson in talks to play Mother Gothel. I'm excited about this because I like Scarlett Johansson.
I like Scarlett Johansson.
And if we have to remake Tangled, at least do it with cool people.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of chatter of people being like, Catherine Hahn was right there. And I get that.
That's so true, actually.
That would have been so good. Yeah. And that's not to discredit Scarlett Johansson. She's wonderful. We all know that. But Catherine Hahn would have been inspired.
Amazing, yeah.
That would have been amazing.
My issue with this is the fact that the biggest actress of that age range right now is McKenna Grace. And I don't need her in anything else. I don't think that she would fit.
Not to slander her or whatever.
She's an incredible actress,
but she's in everything.
She is in everything.
And I'm one of those people that's like, when people say Pedro Pascal's in everything, calm down, just don't watch it.
Yeah.
So I understand I'm being a hypocrite there, but still.
I think that there's probably an unknown that they could get in that would do a much better
I would
job.
Cast an unknown personally.
Yeah. So everyone else is too old or doesn't quite look right.
And that concludes our broadcast day.
Have you enjoyed it this time round?
I have.
Good.
Say this time around like I didn't enjoy it the first time, but I did. I did enjoy it the first and I enjoyed it this time.
So that is episode 2. If you're interested in sticking around, we are on Instagram. You can follow us at seenit.mp3. That's seenit as in SCENE. Do
you see what we did there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're old school, you can email us if you really want, which is also seenitmp3@gmail.com. Again, seenit as in SCENE.
Very clever pun from us.
And you can listen on Spotify or you can listen on YouTube, which we've just set up.
Well, you did. I was in a seminar.
That is very true. To find us on YouTube, it is seenit!podcast.
Fantastic.
And that is it from us.
Thank you very much for listening if you made it this far. And we hope to see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye-bye.